Before we review the Horizon Pro wheel set, just indulge me for a moment. This is the Nukeproof Horizon V2 non-pro, the standard rear wheel. I bought this almost a year ago. I think it's 10 or 11 months, something like that. This is on my other bike, and I just wanted to kind of, part of the reason I went for the pro wheel set is I've had this rear wheel for almost a year, and I've literally, I don't know, over the last year I've probably tightened 4 or 5 spokes, and then I haven't even serviced the hub or anything like that. And then just thought I'd it's the 106 tooth cassette free hub. They're still spinning really well, still pretty true, maybe a little hop in it, but again, I've tightened 4 and 5 spokes and just thrashed it for a year. I also know this wheel is really strong. It's taken a massive case. Check this out. Ooh, that sound haunts me anyway. But if you look at the rim, it's got the odd mark here and there. It's definitely, but I've just thrashed it. So this wheel is really strong. Not necessarily the lightest, but nor is it the heaviest. But again, I am going to service the hub, but for a year of thrashing, that wheel has just been so solid. Just a normal alloy wheel. I think it was like £200 discounted down or something off one of the websites, but I have to say I can't fault that rear wheel, and the fact it took that massive case when the frame actually broke, and after that case it just ate it up, and yum no problem. I don't have the Horizon on the front, I just got the stock track, but I have to say that this wheel, if you can't go pro, you won't go wrong with this wheel. The Pro's just basically lighter, but hopefully as strong, I think is the idea. A couple of differences in the wheel as well. You still get the 30mm rim on both of them, but that's the 106 tooth hub with the J-bend hub spokes, which are obviously pretty standard and easy to find anywhere. Really good, reliable, solid wheel alloy. So again, if it buckles a bit, or you can dent it rather than crack it. So solid, reliable, spins well. So can't fault it. But for the Pro wheel set, we'll move on to that, because there are a few differences, which I think are mostly to keep the weight down but keep up the sort of strength and stiffness of the wheel. So let's move on to that. And now moving on to the Horizon V2 Pro wheel set. I like the fact there's only subtle differences really. You've still got the sort of Horizon sort of letters, but they're in kind of etched in silver, which is cool. And then you've got the Horizon with the Pro next to it. But the main difference is you've got very sparkly chrome hubs, which is really nice. They don't look terribly different, but the idea is hopefully they're as strong as the normal V2s, but they've shaved a bit of weight. You've got double butted straight pull spokes now. I think they've trimmed some weight on the hubs there. I think the key difference, so we go to the rear wheel, similar sparkly chrome hub, which hopefully will keep the dirt off a bit. You find the matte black tends to kind of grip the sort of dirt and debris a bit more. But this is a 56 tooth ratchet free hub in the rear hub, so it's got a slightly different sound. Still a nice whir to it though. So just to compare, because this is 2 weeks old. You notice a slightly different sound to the 106 tooth cassette free hub, and obviously, I think it's spinning a bit better, but it's a brand new sort of 2 week old wheel, and this is what I mean about the other one. I've had it for months, I've just abused it, and it's still spinning really well. But interesting enough, with this one, the Horizon Pro wheel set definitely feels a bit more lively, which isn't a bad thing, and that's because it's going to shave that weight down a bit. But in terms of how strong it's going to be, I think it's going to be a bit of a test, but I haven't had any issues with it so far. But it spins and really fast and goes really well, so I'm happy with that. If you notice, where's that, 2 weeks in, look at that. Thank you, rocks or stones or whatever that is.
Whoa, this is loose. Whoa, very loose. Whoa.
Let's give that a proper crank. I love the sound of this wheel. Oh, you just want to spin, don't you? I think I prefer the sound of the ratchet. It's got that sort of bit more whine to it, maybe. I don't know. Some people don't like a loud freehand, but obnoxiously loud. The more the better for me. Love it. Ding. I love these wheels. So this review is about the actual V2 wheels you can get from Nukeproof Horizon. I think they're really good value, and I think they're some of the best alloy wheels I've had. So I'm really happy with them. I would say if you want something a bit more lively or can afford to pay a bit extra for the Pro, well, I think go for it, because it should just be just as strong, just as good a wheel set, but a bit lighter. I think that's the key difference. Well, thanks for watching, riders. Go!